Hello, beautiful people. I'm so grateful to have the opportunity to connect with you all today and share something that I hope will be useful to you wherever you are on this crazy, wild adventure that we call life on planet Earth. In this video, I'm going to be sharing my top 5 favorite alternative healing therapies that I have tried over the years. And if you're new here, hello, my name is Sky. Welcome to Sky Life. I basically follow my curiosity and make videos about it. And a lot of my personal curiosity in life lies within the realm of wellness, spirituality, and alternative lifestyle and communities. So if you're into that, make sure you subscribe and turn on the bell notifications so you won't miss a video. And I'm so happy that you're here. So over the years, I've tried quite a lot of different healing modalities, alternative therapies, spiritual practices. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing my favorites, the top ones that have really offered me the most growth and transformation. I'm gonna preface and say that hands down, the practices of yoga and meditation are core parts of my life, and these are things that I found when I was 15 and have had probably the most impact on me, but I'm not including them in this list because I really want to dive into some of the more novel therapies that I've tried throughout this journey of doing Sky Life. A lot of these are very accessible and free, and I hope will support you on your journey. And I'm also going to say that this is only my personal experience that I'm sharing, so let's get into it. Also, this list is really in no particular order because all of these different therapies have different uses. We are going to start off with the practice of grounding/earthing, which is literally just the practice of walking barefoot on the earth. This is something that I actually used to laugh at, and I just thought it was this like hippie wellness trend, and I didn't understand that there are actually real physical and mental health benefits to this practice. Putting your bare feet on the earth is so healing. It's actually proven scientifically to reduce inflammation, and not only that, but just the mental health benefits that happen when you really connect with nature and connect with this planet that is so magical and beautiful and has so much to give us. Being barefoot has actually shifted and changed my perspective on life and our connection with the natural world. When I first tried earthing, I was actually in Costa Rica, and this was a couple of years ago. I spent a full week being barefoot. I made a video about it, and being in the epicness of Costa Rica, where you're surrounded by the most biodiverse nature on the planet, it awakened something within my soul, and I got it. I think I got the barefoot thing. I'm like, okay, I understand why people are doing this and why it's become this trend. And just a side note, I am hosting a retreat in Costa Rica this January. It is at an eco resort called Selva Armonia. This is a place I've personally stayed before, and I had so much transformation happen on that land. I really wanted to create an experience that could offer that same transformation to all of you and to connect with this community in real life. This is something that I've been dreaming of, is bringing together all of the amazing beings who are part of this global vibe tribe and really creating a dream-like epic experience that sort of ties together a lot of the things that you see here on Sky Life in real life. So I'm just really excited to offer this, and if you did already apply and you have not heard from us, please email us at skyliferetreats@gmail.com because we were having an issue where some of the applications were not going through, and we want to make sure that we received yours and we get back to you. And if you are interested and you're feeling the call, you're feeling the yes to this, then make sure you apply as soon as possible. Even if you have questions, then you will get on a call with my team and they can answer any questions that you have. So I can't wait to just adventure and dance and play and to transform and expand with all of you and to awaken this dream. Next on the list is darkness therapy. This past June, during the summer solstice, I did a 5-day darkness retreat, and I spent 100 hours in a pitch black cave, soundproof, lightproof. And this is an ancient technique that has now become more popular in the mainstream over the past couple of years as a type of therapy. Out of all all the things that I've done, this was something that really scared me the most to step into, but it is also one of the therapies that has provided me with the most growth and transformation. Darkness therapy is not easy. I mean, you have to be willing to really face your shadows and to go through all of the discomfort in the dark. There's no way to escape. But on the other side of being with all the discomfort is the most bliss I have ever experienced. It is the most pure state of nothingness and bliss and comfort. And it really was an important time for me because I was forced to rest, and it's something I really, really needed. And I have been pushing myself so hard, and I hadn't been taking care of myself, and it was so necessary for me to literally stop everything and just do nothing for 5 days. If you're interested in learning more about that experience, then be sure to watch my video about it. Next on the list is somatic release therapies, and this is sort of like a category of healing because there are a lot of different types of somatic release therapies and a lot of ways to achieve this type of healing. Somatic release really just refers to energy being released from the body. What I've learned in my own healing journey is that the body holds on to trauma and emotion. I have tried talk therapy, and I think there's a lot of value to it, and it's great, but I've personally experienced so much more transformation and real subconscious reprogramming through physically releasing energy through somatic healing therapies. And this is something that you see happen in a lot of my videos. There have been so many videos where I've documented myself trying different modalities and different energy healing, and you'll see that a lot of times my body starts to shake or I start to make sound, and I'm really releasing something. And if you don't know what's happening, you might be very confused by that. But what is happening is I am releasing the emotion and the trauma, and whatever was stuck in my body, you are seeing that release. If we stuff away our emotion, we stuff down our sadness, stuff down our anger, and we don't give it a safe space to be seen, to be heard, to be felt, then it festers and it stores itself and it starts wreaking havoc in our body, and that is ultimately what leads to disease. So I'd say any therapy where there is some type of somatic release happening, and this can be through breath work, it can be through a type of energy healing, it can really be through a lot of different avenues. I feel like this is just so powerful for really getting into the subconscious, really going beyond the analytical conscious mind and getting into the body and what is under the surface that needs to be addressed and needs to be just let free finally. Up next on my list is cold therapy. Ever since I spent time training with Wim Hof a couple of years ago, cold therapy is something that has had a lasting impact on me, and it's something I still do today. Getting in cold water, getting in the ice bath has had such a profound impact on my mental health. Cold therapy is like a total physical and mental reset. And cold therapy has literally transformed my relationship with stress and anxiety, because what you're doing when you're breathing in the cold and you are just settling into that discomfort is you're training your body and mind to handle and adapt to stress. It cuts the BS. It forces you to focus on your breath. It forces you to be present. And not only does it have so many mental health benefits, but we now know from scientific research that it has so many health benefits, physical benefits, that it reduces inflammation, that it helps to improve white blood cells, that help fight off disease. It actually helps prevent us from getting sick. And it has improved my immune system so much, and it's improved my mental health so much. And speaking of breathing and focusing on the breath, this brings me to my final favorite healing modality, which is breath work. I will never forget the first time that I tried breath work. This was about 7 years ago, and it blew my mind. I felt like I was high, I was on drugs, but I was sober, and it was literally just induced through my breath. I couldn't believe that just my breath was making me feel this way. And I just want to say as well that there are so many different types of breath work, and there are the types of breath work that really do induce that psychedelic-like state, and there are the types of breath work that are meant for more of the rest and relaxation and dropping into the parasympathetic nervous system. The breath is a tool that can be used in so many different ways, which is really beautiful. Breathwork is another incredible way to get that somatic release that I was talking about before. I've had so many breathwork experiences where my body naturally just starts to move energy. There are just a myriad of ways to use the breath as a tool and to access altered states of consciousness, and it is just right here within our own body. Like, the fact that that is a thing is a miracle to me. So in the realm of accessing altered states of consciousness, there is something I wanted to talk to you guys about before we wrap this video. It's something that y'all have commented and requested time and time again, and I see your comments, and I know that all of you really want me to start making videos about psychedelic therapy and plant medicine. And this is something that I just want to let you know I have thought about a lot. I have gone down the path of doing it, and there are a couple of things that have stopped me, and I just want to be honest with you that I am really delicate about that topic, and I want to make sure that I am covering it in the right way. There's a lot that goes into it. I also have some hesitation because of YouTube as a platform, putting that kind of content on YouTube. And so I'm just being honest with you that, like, I see your comments, I hear you, I know that y'all want that type of content, and I am still navigating the best way to do it, but it is something that I do want to explore. And I want to let you guys know in this video that I did actually try my first substance-induced therapy. Previously, I had never done any substance-induced therapy. I had not tried any psychedelics or plant medicine, and the reason why is because I really wanted to see how far I could get with these natural methods, like how much I could access my own consciousness before going down that path. But I did have an opportunity come up to try a medically facilitated ketamine meditation therapy session. And it was really the right timing for me. It was the right setting. It was with a doctor and a therapist, and I did make a video about it, and the video is ready to go. Like, I've just been sitting on it, and to be honest, I've been a little bit afraid to share it because this is new territory for me. It's really vulnerable to be documenting therapy where there's a lot coming up and it looks really weird and strange sometimes, and there is judgment that happens, you know. I've really experienced that. Like, I'm documenting some intense scenarios where I'm going into deep parts of my psyche and subconscious, and it's a big thing for me to share myself, like, doing a really intense ketamine session. But I know that a huge part of my purpose and my mission is to do this, is to share these things so that there's more awareness, and to give you a permission slip to enter these realms yourself. You know, I'm not telling anybody to do any type of therapy. I'm not telling you to do anything, but by me showing my experience, I hope that it can expand perspective at least. So if you do want to see that video where I try ketamine meditation therapy, make sure that you are subscribed to the channel and turn on post notifications, hit the bell button, because otherwise YouTube may not be showing you my videos. And if you enjoyed this video, if you have thoughts about it, if you want to share your perspective, I would love to hear it, so make sure you comment below. And just another reminder to put in your application for the Awaken the Dream retreat and join the incredible group who's already coming to Costa Rica with us. I cannot wait to meet you all IRL. Yes! All right, that's it for this episode of Skylight. Thank you all so much for watching, and the adventure continues. Bye.